Hi, I wanted to share some things that you can do. This is a very common problem with people moving into apartments and their next door neighbor, whether it's upstairs, downstairs, or right next to the person, as in my case. That person is a heavy smoker, and the person with the complaint is the non-smoker. So, I did a whole bunch of research online. There's so many articles out there, or help sites about, what do I do? My neighbor is a smoker, and it's especially hard if you're a shy person and you don't really want to go over there and say anything whatsoever, or if you have a negative past history with your next door neighbor, and that would just make it worse. So, the research I did that I found was the most helpful was that you find I will tell you the entry points where the secondhand smoke will come in through the walls areas. Any wall that you share that apartment with the neighbor. So for me, it's one wall on the side, but for you, it may be ceiling, floor, stuff like that. So the entry points for the secondhand smoke: air vents. They said pipes, plumbing, the gaps in the insulation, eaves or electrical outlets, and ceiling fixtures, cable or phone jacks, windows, and doors. And what I have done about this, I found a spackle. I don't know the brand. If it was right next to me, I would tell you. But I get the spackle, and it's just the white it's not a liquid, it's a solid. It's kind of like a clay, and you just scoop it out of the can. Comes in a little plastic bin for me, and you just you're gonna wipe down the area. For me, I found the walls, moldings against the walls. I think it's called a floorboard or something. It's a little metal little wood pieces on the bottom of the touching the carpet, and then also touching the bottom of the wall. And I took one look in there and one smell in there, and the smoke was just coming from there. So I went ahead and got that spackle. So first you're going to want to clean it, wipe it down, not paper, washcloth, rag ideally, and water is fine, and just wipe it down. And then I would take this is what I did, is I took another rag and then dried it off, and then I waited about an hour for it to just dry naturally on its own also. And then I took that spackle, and you just kind of scoop it out of the can. It's like clay, so you just wipe it right nice and easy across the wall, and you can do it really like a thick big piece, and then smear it on there thick, and that's what I like to do it that way. It's more fun for me. But I've heard there is subtle nuances and benefits if you take just a little bit and just go slowly too, because that can cover the cracks well, and you're not wasting a lot of it. Okay, so I did that with the cracks on the floorboard / wooden piece on the bottom of where the carpet and the wall meets, and I have very good results. Now I coupled that with, there was light switches on that wall, and light switches, electrical sockets, cable socket, and there was a phone jack, so old-fashioned phone jack. So now that was the worst offender. You didn't even have to do that thing where you waft it to your nose. I just put my nose not even close to it, and the smoke was basically pouring out of there. So that was disturbing, but what I did is I got electrical tape, and I placed it over the holes, where the electrical socket and the phone cord and the cable jack goes. So that's completely sealed, and then I did the same thing with the spackle. Right? Dry off the area first, or wet it, dry it, and then spackle all around the light switches on the edges and everything. And I have some really good results so far. very good. I can't smell the smoke in this room anymore. I'm very happy with these results. And okay, so yeah, I think that was so also I had a closet that was touching my neighbors, the heavy smokers, while also sharing that. So I just went in there and did that whole routine and then spackled the inside of that closet as well. And I have a bathroom that unfortunately does also touch her apartment, and that one is tricky because one of these things is the plumbing and the pipes. So yeah, that means the just all the bath features, anything that has water in it smells like smoke. And I heard for a long time it's not possible, that doesn't happen, that's not a thing, but it's like obviously a thing now. There's articles being written about it where it's a thing, so that's really awful. But so yeah, once again, now that spackle I'm talking about, they make it in waterproof too, and that one's pink when it's out of the can and it dries white, so it's dry, and that's the waterproof one. Okay, so yes, that's what I would highly recommend. It my bathroom, like I said, is really having issues, but I was able to completely so far, like the walls area that's touching her apartment in the bedroom and the hall closet are absolutely covered, and I cannot smell. And I even did a test. I closed the door in the bedroom, and I have a really good seal on the door. Closed the door for an hour and then opened it and took a really deep breath, and I could not smell any smoke. Very happy about that, by the way. And the same with the closet. I did that test with the closet, and the bathroom is just because you can't permanently seal the commode, closed. Anyway. So I'm going to try and figure, if you have any suggestions for me, do write them in the comments. That would be really, really good. And I think, let's see. Yes, and my windows is an issue, so I'm going to tackle that one next. Okay. So I hope this helps. Unfortunately, apartments, non-smokers, and then living right doors to a heavy smoker, even a light smoker, is a big issue. I did a bunch of research on it, and it's so I don't know I don't know any suggestions for that, but that's how it is. Have a good day.